Ya. Oke, Kak Irunisa, you may start.
Ada-ada.
Oke. Oke. Kak Irunisa, you may start.
Okay. We will designate specific non-residential are which drugs users and dealers are legally allowed to buy, use, and sell drugs. If we have an area to trade drugs and sell, we can regulate the content of existing drugs and can also see what types of drugs are being sold. Many types of drugs contain indispensable drugs such as LSD, which serve as treating dependence, treatment for depression, and stop headache, and so on. We can also prevent monopolies that occur among businessmen or drug mafias, and can also prevent between drug dealers. Example, Mexican government has been fighting a war with drug traffickers since December 2006. At the same time, drug cartels fought each other for control of territory. Mexican drug cartels 19 billion and 29 billion annually from drug sales in the U.S. According to July 2020 Congressional Research Service report, about 125,000 until 150,000 homicides were organized crime related to 2006 to 2018. Therefore, it is better for the government to take over and create areas for trading and sell drugs. Is containing narcotics or drugs that require special supervision from pharmacists and are supervised by the government, so that their use and distribution is not misused. And for those who need it, it is easier to get it, according to the advice and perceptions of the trading doctor.
Okay, thank you, Zara. Team 1, you can give your argument to Team 1, Zara. Team 2, Intan or Akmal.
Okay, sir. Legally allowed to buy, use, and sell drugs in a specific house in residential area. It makes sale figure lower because the place is still not wide enough. Better buying drugs can be more extensive place. So we have to buy and sell in an open area with a lot of residents. So the sale of these drugs more, and the result will be higher. Furthermore, we sell it all country. Surely, country will develop with high sales figure. We take example for Pablo Escobar. Escobar was a Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist who was the founder and sole leader of the Medellin cartel. The king of cocaine. Escobar is the wealthiest criminal in history, having amassed an estimated net worth of 30 billion US dollars by the time of his date, equivalent to 64 billion as of 2021. While his drug cartel monopolies the cocaine trade into the United States in the 1980s and early 1990. So if we just make a specific house, not residential area, it will be sales figures in such case will not grow higher because it's only in a specific area. So we need more space and residents so the sales rate is higher and the drug users will find it easier to get drugs what they want.
Okay, thank you, Akmal. Dio, you may respond to Akmal.
Our main concern why we made a designated area is to ensure that safety and reduce the risk of drug wars waged by the drug dealer. For example, we can take a look at the Mexican drug cartel war that has been going since the 90s. According to a survey by the American government, the official death toll of drug cartel wars is at least 60,000 by 2006. And 2013, it is estimated to reach about 120,000 lives, and also not including around 27,000. The fact that war for territories has cost this much lives, we as the government, that this such things disturb peace and the safety of the public. And still on the public security topics, by making a designated area, it will also reduce the drugs-related crime and accidents by 80%. For example, it's the country that has implemented this first, such as Germany. They have been able to lower the drugs abuse and related crimes by a wide margin than before it is being regulated. Regulating drugs in a designated area will also erase the chains of drugs dealing monopolies by a certain group or individual to ensure fair chance for everyone to gain profit. And for that reason, we firmly believe that a designated area for buying, selling, and using drugs, it is very important.
Okay, thank you, Dio. Intan, you may respond to Dio.
Yes. Broadly speaking, isn't it very clear that drug use is strictly prohibited for anyone? Seeing so many people addicted to drugs makes the government take a premise and even arrest those who use or distribute these goods. Currently, the Indonesian government continues to strict combat drug trafficking and abuse in various ways. Quote from the official website bnn.co.id, handling drug abuse and illicit trafficking has been the focus of President Joko Widodo since the beginning of his leadership era. In line with the statement President, namely Indonesia is drug emergency, BNN as the state institution that carries out tasks of prevention and eradication of narcotics abuse and illicit trafficking is working harder to get out of this emergency. Strategic steps taken by BNN are through power approach, and smart power approach. In the soft power approach strategy, BNN takes preventive action so that the community has self-restraint and deterrence against narcotics abuse. In the hard power approach strategy, BNN synergizes with law enforcement officials to take firm action against the perpetrators of narcotics crimes in order to get the maximum punishment. In the smart power approach strategy, BNN utilizes the use of information technology in the digital era in efforts to combat narcotics.
Okay, thank you for all.
Judging
Team one,
from
you
the
may
various
close your
efforts of the
statement.
government in tackling drugs, it is not possible.
Yeah, go on, Intan.
Okay. Judging from the various efforts of the government in tackling drugs, is it not possible for them to legalize it or even to provide a special area for use by or even sell drugs for it? And thus, we believe that designated area for buying, selling, and using drugs won't solve drugs abuse and drugs-related problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Team one, you may state your closing, please. Team one, either Zahra or Akmal. Closing.
Team one is
Closing
Dio,
remark?
sir, and
Yeah, please.
Zahra. And the conclusion is we believe that designated area for buying, selling, and using drugs, it is important because it will reduce the risk of drugs abuse and also drugs related crime. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Akmal, Dia, I'm sorry. Team 2, you may close your closing. Intan or Akmal?
Yes, sir. We believe that designated area for buying and using drugs won't solve drug abuse and drugs related problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I have recorded the debate today, and then I will send the link to you all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. You may leave.